Good afternoon, guys. My name is Ross Reddicks. I have been with the club now for about 8 or 9 years, both as a coach, an academy coach, and now more recently a scout. I also do the mindset coaching for the academy, which you'll probably be aware of if you've been to any of my inputs. I was the author of this particular piece that hopefully you've all got now, and hopefully you'll begin to learn and put it into practice, because this will become very important to you as you develop through the academy. If you want to get to the levels of this young man, Jamie Hamilton, you need to know this stuff and you need to put it into practice, okay? But George Cairns, the head of youth, has asked me to come on and do a talk to you, or provide you with a talk in relation to, getting through this whole COVID-19 lockdown experience that we're all going through. I'm personally in the same position as yourself, albeit I'm a frontline worker as well. But there's certain things that I'm not allowed to do as well, which clearly has held me back. But again, what I want to emphasise to you guys is that you are the most important asset that the club has at this moment in time. Now, the first team's the first team, okay? But if it wasn't for you guys, our first team wouldn't function as well as it does. So this just shows you how important you are. And again, we've got no idea how long this COVID-19 lockdown is going to be, or when football is going to come back into play again. We just don't know that. So in the meantime, what we need to make sure you guys are doing is staying as in peak condition as you possibly can. So I've developed a routine for you, and you'll very shortly, if not already, I've got a pie chart kind of diagram thing that we've designed for you. Marcus has obviously did that for you, which hopefully you can then print off and study and then put it into practice. Now, what I've done here, and I'm just going to talk to you about it in the next 5 or 10 minutes, is I have split the day into 3, okay? Because you must have routine, or get as near to routine as you possibly can. And when I say that, I'm talking about from Monday until Friday, okay? At the weekends, then clearly it's a bit different, but certainly Monday till Friday, we want to try and stay as much in the routine as possible. So that's getting up at a reasonable time and going to bed at a reasonable time. Because I'm going to tell you something, guys, it's really important you understand this. See, for young guys like yourselves, okay, staying up very late at night, to like 2, maybe 3 in the morning in some cases, and getting up very, very late, maybe say 12, 1 o'clock, it's really, really bad for your body. It's exceptionally bad, okay? Because you're totally drifting away from normality. You're more or less in night shift mode there. And if you're an adult worker, night shift absolutely knocks you for 6. So what I would advise you to do is to have a suitable routine, which I'll obviously tell you about, that allows you to get up at a reasonable time, i.e. between 8 and 9 o'clock in the morning, and go to bed at a reasonable time, say about 10, 10:30. Now, believe me, guys, you're different to most young men at your age, because the reason I say that is because you want to be professional sports people, okay? You want to be the best, you want to be professional sportsmen, i.e. footballers. So you're different to that. So you're going to get your friends, some family members that are doing just what I said there, going to bed at 3 in the morning, playing games all day, no bother on their backside, eating stuff that's going to put weight on you, not doing any physical fitness, things like that. Right? That's probably what the general population of our school population is doing just now. But you're completely different for that, because the reason I say that is because you get a chance to make a career in football. So again, like any professional sports person, you've got to make sacrifices. Now, what I will say is this is not a holiday. The lockdown or the COVID-19 is not a holiday. But I will say, on top of that, is that you have to stay safe. Don't be going out and socialising. Don't be going out there and even training with your mates and stuff like that, because that's going to be very bad, because we're trying to distance ourselves from people so that this whole disease gets eradicated as quickly as possible. But like I say, you are different from most kids of your age, or boys of your age, because you want to be professional sports people. So the whole thing I've designed, you'll get, but I'll just go through it just in a bit more detail just now. So you'll see, once you look at the chart itself, we've split it into 3, all right? So section 1 is in the morning between 9 and 12, and I would strongly advise that you get up before 9 o'clock in the morning, okay? And the first thing you'll see I've written down here is get up, make your bed, and make sure your bed space is nice and tidy. That instills discipline. It maintains standards. Because look, I guarantee you, there'll be people during this whole episode, their room is a mess, they're not tidying up, their standards start to drop, they put on weight, they're unfit. You can't be like that. So the first high standard you have is make your bed in the morning. Okay, if you can do that, that's brilliant. Next, you should be having a healthy breakfast, not 2 or 3 doublers with tomato sauce washed in with some fizzy juice. That's not the case. It's a healthy breakfast with some water. And from there, then we should be looking at doing some sort of high intensity HIIT session. I use Insanity just now, which is out. You may have to download that from somewhere. Or there's Joe Wicks, who's on the TV, but some high level, high intensity, and you can do that in the living room. Now I'm going to give you a wee tip here. Like anything else, we'll like to try and make this as real as possible for you. So like any sports person, any worker going to their work or whatever, is put your Hamilton Accies training gear on in the morning when you do that. Now you'll probably think, why are we doing that? Because you want to make it as real as possible. That is your uniform to train, so put it on. Now clearly it's going to be an issue for your mum and dad because they need to wash it. But for me, it's getting into as near your training as possible. So putting your uniform, i.e. your training gear on, and doing your HIIT session in the house, or whatever the case may be, to high intensity is one way to try and achieve that. Now, clearly the HIIT session itself, it doesn't have to be Joe Wicks, it doesn't have to be Insanity. Something you research yourself on YouTube, or even a training program you've got yourself, but it has to be a high intensity session, okay, between half an hour and 45 minutes, all right? And you finish that off with loads and loads of water. Now see there, right, that's the first section done. Now I am very much aware that schoolwork comes into this, and I'm going to talk about that in the next session, the next section. But sometimes, depending on your school, because they could be sending a lot of work out for you, you may need to do some schoolwork in the morning as well. So between 9 and 12, that's quite a lot to cram in, but it's a damn sight better than sitting in your bed till 10 or 11 o'clock, flicking through your phone or on your PS4 or whatever the case may be, doing nothing, right? You're up sharp and you're buzzing already. Which takes me on to the next section, section 2 of the day that is, and that's from 12 o'clock till 5 o'clock. Now again, you're looking to have a healthy lunch with plenty of water there. Some schoolwork if you can manage to put that in there, whatever you're getting from your school, if that's through Google, the app that's been set to all the school pupils, but something to do with your academia. Now you might ask the question, what's that got to do with anything? Well, it's so important that you keep your brain sharp, all right? If you don't follow on from what you've been asked to do at school, your brain begins to get really lazy. That then has an effect on your commitment, desire, hunger, discipline and standards. And guess what happens? Performance dips. So schoolwork is every bit as important as your sessions you're going to be doing during this routine. So that's an essential. Some of you, like I say, your parents might demand that you do 2 periods of schoolwork in the day, in the morning and afternoon. That's fine, whatever you agree, but you must be doing something. So in the afternoon, on top of that, what you're looking to do is some form of outdoor work. Now that fitness-wise, that's what I'm meaning by that. So that could be a 5k run timed. It could be some ball work outside with a circuit. You know, you've mapped it out yourself because you'll have enough knowledge to your coaches that you can do a session out your back door, if you have one for that matter. But some sort of ball work, because you want to keep your ball work going, your ball mastery going. And I'm not going to teach my granny to suck eggs here in terms of what you should be doing with the ball, but something that keeps your your eye and feet coordination in check. So when you go back to the academy, the ball's not an alien to you, all right? So some in the afternoon that's going to hit the mark. So right away, we're doing 2 sessions already, in the morning and the afternoon. And then lastly, what we want to do is get some, again, plenty of water into you, loads and loads of water. Now that's the first 2 sections gone, all right? And it takes me on to the third section of this. Again, dinner, and again, plenty of water, and that's from 5 o'clock till you go to bed, all right? So you could look at maybe watching a game, and when I say a game, I'm not talking about watching the game for enjoyment. I'm talking about watching the game tactically. Watch games, recorded games for that matter, and watch the players in your position. Watch the systems of play, watch how they communicate, watch how they move the ball, watch how they scan, watch all the technical aspects of the game. And you should be sitting picking bits up. And I used to do judo, right? And I would watch high performance judo matches. And I'd be picking some techniques out, and I'd even slow the recording down to just get the technique right. And then I would visualise it in my mind. I'd close my eyes, I would visualise it. Then I would perform it in a training session. Then I would do it for real competition, and it always worked for me. So when you're combining the football intelligence side, i.e. watching games, follow up by visualisation to the best outcome possible. Okay? Now clearly, if you've missed a training session in the morning or afternoon for whatever reason, you can top it up at night and do it at night, alright? But you must be doing 2 a day during the week, because that will maintain your fitness levels, alright? And you don't want to drop back in that. If you're feeling stressed, a wee bit anxious, is perform the 7-11 breathing technique. Again, very simple. It's just breathing in for 7 seconds, counting it in your head, and breathing out 11. Breathe in for 7, breathing out for 11, until you start to calm. Now, if you can master this, you can do this at any time of the day, whether it's during school, whether it's at night time, whether it's at training sessions, or when you make a mistake, okay? Because it's a good way of getting rid of mistakes, is calming the mind down altogether. If you can get used to that in a controlled environment, if you make a mistake in the pitch, 7-11 breathing, wipe the mistake away, it's gone. That's a very good technique, that. So you can use that as well at night. And again, one of the main things is relax. Although it's not a holiday, it's not a boot camp either, okay? All I'm trying to give you here, guys, is split your day into 3 sections that you can drop things in. And the suggestions I've made with the pie chart that you'll be given, you should be using something similar to that. But the most important thing for you guys is to remain active, remain focused, maintain your schoolwork, and maintain your fitness levels. Because the last thing you want to do when you go back to the academy is you've not trained, you've ate a lot of nonsense, you have your routine's well out of sync, you look lethargic, you're tired, and it will be so easy to pick the ones out that have not done anything. Repeat this, guys, this is not a holiday, right? This is a lockdown because of a very dangerous disease. But you want to be a professional, you need to take steps that the other kids won't be doing, right? And other academies probably won't be doing. So, I mean, I've seen so many things over the last few weeks about keeping bog rolls up and stuff like that. I mean, that's all fun. But look, guys, this lockdown could last for quite some time. You need to get into some sort of fitness, eating, and some sort of disciplined routine to allow you to start back your training sessions in as high up of peak performance as possible, okay? So some tips here I'm going to leave you with, all right? Number 1, set a goal, right? Now that could be to maintain your weight, it could be to have a great fitness level, it could be to learn some school type project, whatever the case may be. It could be to set a time, you're going to do a 1.5 miles in and keep beating that. It's up to yourself, but you must set a goal and work towards that. Secondly, ensure you have a healthy diet, okay? That is vitally important. I don't need to say any more than that. We're not eating steak pie suppers every day. You're going to be professional sports people, so your diet has to replicate that. Number 3 is you must have routine, like we've just said there, and that 3-step process, that 3-section process is crucial to give you the tools and the whole thinking behind that, so that you can then go and perform, but stick to routine. Number 4 is watch recorded games to gain that knowledge about different things in your positions, different techniques, different skills, different systems of play, whatever. But if you do that and you do it regular, maybe 2 or 3 times a week, then clearly, and you back that up with visualization, then that's going to be really beneficial for you when you start back. And lastly, like I say, remain focused. Remain focused, okay? This is not your summer break. It's not your Easter holidays, anything like that. This is lockdown through COVID-19, all right? Restrictions are upon us. You need to stay safe. But again, have it in the back of your mind. If you want to play for Hamilton Accies FC, and you want to be a professional, there's measures you must take now to do that, and that starts with routine. Okay guys, if you want to get in touch with me for any one-to-one type stuff, you know how to get me. So you can visit my Facebook page, Dan Ross Motivation, or www.danrossmotivation.co.uk is the website. I've got loads and loads of football clients that I take on a one-to-one basis if you need anything extra. But like I say, this part I've given you now is totally free, is all for the club, and it's for you guys to use. If you don't use it, and you've got a better system in this, then please share it. But trust me, the people I've spoken to so far, the sports people that I coach, none of them had routines, and that includes athletes who are in the GB team for certain sports, okay, didn't have a routine. So I'm giving you this as a strong piece of advice, and please stick to it. But schoolwork is very important. And again, I'll just finish off with you is make sure you study this, make sure you understand it, and make sure you read it, all right? So very best of luck to you guys. We will get through this. Football will be back sooner rather than later, back to full steam, and let's say, but if you can develop these excellent habits that I'm setting you, that is going to have massive benefit for you at the other end when we come out of this. Okay guys, all the best, cheers.